Hi, I'm a Blisy.
Hey everyone, today I'm going to teach you how to EV train for HP EVs in Pokemon Sun and Moon. So the first thing we're going to need to do is get the item, the power weight. You can get it here in the Battle Royale Dome at 16 BP. So let's just scroll down here. This is the one you'll be needing. I have one already, but that's what you need. You're also going to need a Pokemon with False Swipe. I have my Marowak, has False Swipe. It should be relatively high level. Like, this is an in-game Marowak, it's level 57, I think. You want to just use an in-game Pokemon you have that can have False Swipe. You're also going to need the item Adrenaline Orb, which is right here. This just makes wild Pokemon more likely to call for help, and that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to be using the call for help system, because that gives EVs very quickly. And then the last thing we need is your Pokemon who you want to EV train needs to have Pokerus. This is the hardest one. You basically just have to hope you can catch a Pokemon with Pokerus and pass it around. Like, my Marowak caught Pokerus in-game, and then the way you pass Pokerus once you have it on a single Pokemon is it has to be like this, if you can look here. It has to say this, it can't be cured, which is just a little happy face. And then you just get into battles with this Pokemon, and you run away from the battles, and eventually it'll pass on to your child here, which is my little Dupider. So then what you're going to do is you're going to equip the item to the Pokemon you want to EV train. So I just gave the Dupider the power weight. And you're going to make sure your EXP share is on, because the EVs get passed through the battle through EXP share. So my EXP share is, you got to just make sure it's turned on. Pretty sure mine's turned on. Yeah, it's on. Okay. Alright, so with all that setup out of the way, we're going to be killing... there's a few different Pokemon you have the option of killing to EV train, but I'm going to be doing Makuhita because he is in the daytime and he's on Melee Island, so we're going to go right here. So on Melee Island you have a few options for HP. Makuhita gives 1 HP EVs each, and he's got a 30% chance to appear day or night on the specific grass patch he's in. Caterpie on Route 1, give 1 HP EV each. And in the daytime, what's his name? In the daytime, Drifloon in the cemetery also give 1 HP EV each. So, I believe this is the patch where Makuhita's at. That's Spearow. So what I'm going to do is just pause until I get a Makuhita to appear. Alright, so I got the Makuhita. He's only in those dashing patches, I just realized. I'll do an example of what it is after this video. Not after this video, but after the battle. So anyway, so what you want to do is you want to false swipe this Makuhita to 1 HP. He's at 1. Then I'm going to use my, then use the Adrenaline Orb that you got. This will make him more likely to call Pokemon. Oh, and he has Sand Attack, that's great. So Makuhita has Sand Attack. That's unfortunate because it can make you miss, but from here on, once you've summoned the second one, I'm just going to Shadow Bone the heck out of him. And hope I don't miss. And hope he doesn't keep spamming Sand Attack. So the way this works is it increases a lot. So the first Makuhita that shows up, the regular one, he'll give 1 HP EV, and then he and then you add 8 from the power item, so that's 9 EVs, and then you double it from Pokerus, so that's 18. So the one he calls for help, you multiply the EVs you're gaining by 2. So the first one I just killed there, that gave 18 times 2 EVs. Like, that's how you do it every time. And then so now you just keep multiplying 2 by the amount that you got. So, and then you just keep killing the Makuhitas, and you only have to kill 7 of them, and you have a maxed out stat. So if we do the calcs here, my Dupider's going to keep growing levels. So 18 times 2 is 36. It's going to keep Sand Attacking me, that's unfortunate. And then the next time you do 36 times 2, 72. So it'll just keep doing that. Alright. And so when help doesn't appear like that, you don't have to end the chain or anything. you can do a few things. I'm going to use an X accuracy because I have one to increase the accuracy. It keeps lowering so I don't miss all the Makuhitas. So if you don't want to deal with this, if you just can play in the daytime, or you could switch the time around with the little portal or whatever after you beat the game. You can do Drifloon in the daytime, and they do not lower your accuracy at all. Or you could do the Caterpie, which they don't have any negatives to them, except they're kind of rare. Like, they're only a 10% encounter chance. So that's pretty rough. But other than that, I like usually using Makuhita. I usually use Drifloon, but I forgot I forgot what time it was on my my recording DS. I didn't realize it'd be nighttime. I didn't realize I had the date. Because I usually RNG abuse 3DS games on this one, so the time changes all over the place. So focus energies again, thank you for not using Sand Attack. Having a Pokemon who can't have its accuracy lowered is nice. So here you could either just use an Adrenaline Orb, which will do nothing and it won't waste the Adrenaline Orb, or you can False Swipe the Makuhita, because it'll stay at 1, and you only have to do 7 battles to max out the stats, which is really helpful. And it doesn't take too long. It takes maybe 5 minutes to complete 1 stat, depending on how well your chaining goes here. And the only downside to this is, I'd say, getting very specific EV spreads is a little more difficult with the way this works now, because it's so multiplicative that when you go for, like, you want 248, you're gonna have to do a few battles and then back out of the battle and then go in and take the item off, maybe, stuff like that. But in terms of just instantly maxing out a stat, that's actually, this is pretty good. Especially if you don't have the thing in the Festival Plaza leveled up very much. So I believe I only have 2 more to kill. We'll see here. So, yeah, this is the last one to kill. So once I kill this one, I will be... Of course he did. He said the Sand Attack finally came into play. So this is the last one I have to kill. Oh, wow, again. It would be nice if you have a Pokemon who does not have... this is much better. The Makuhitas go much better if you have a Pokemon who has a move that can't miss, or has a move whose accuracy cannot be lowered. Okay, he avoided it again. That's pretty sweet. Unfortunate. Yeah, I usually... this is also why I avoid defense training on... This doesn't even have max accuracy, does it? So I'll just use Flare Blitz. Oh my goodness gracious. This is not good. Don't worry about this. Don't worry about it. Once we kill him, which will happen eventually, yeah, statistically, I was going to hit eventually. So, complete overkill on this Makuhita here, this poor guy. And that's the 7th one. And I usually keep track of it with the PP of my moves, because my Shadow Bone has 10, and when it gets to 3, that means I've done 7 kills. But as you can see, I ran out because of Sand Attacks. This is why I prefer Drifloon, because it's not that rare and it can't lower my accuracy. But Makuhita is a good alternative. So once that's done, the way you can check to verify that you maxed a stat out is you go to your Pokemon menu, go to your guy's summary, and then here, if you hit Y, it'll show the stat, and if you could see, there's a little bit of sparkles going on right here. That means your stat is maxed out. So that means we've done everything correctly. And I will see you guys next video. Thank you for watching. I hope this was helpful.